What if I told you that the next Spider-Man movie could actually surpass everything we've seen before? Not just be good, not just be better than the last one, but become the greatest Spider-Man story ever told. Because right now, with Spider-Man Brand New Day, Marvel has a once-in-a-generation opportunity. A clean slate, a broken hero, and a story that could finally give us the most comic-accurate, emotionally powerful Spider-Man we've ever seen on screen. But only if they get a few very specific things right, and if they do, this could change Spider-Man forever. After the ending of Spider-Man No Way Home, Peter Parker is completely alone. No friends, no family. No one remembers him. This isn't just a reset. This is the most vulnerable Spider-Man has ever been in the MCU. And that's exactly why Spider-Man Brand New Day has the potential to become the best Spider-Man movie of all time. Because for the first time, Marvel can go back to the core of what makes Spider-Man special. Not multiverse chaos, not cameos. Just Peter Parker, struggling, suffering, and trying to do the right thing when no one is watching. First, this movie needs to fully embrace the street-level Spider-Man. One of the biggest strengths of Spider-Man in the comics has always been that he's not just saving the world, he's saving his neighborhood. He's dealing with crime, corruption, and real consequences. If Spider-Man Brand New Day brings us back to that grounded tone, similar to stories inspired by Brand New Day, it can finally give us the Spider-Man fans have been waiting for. Imagine Peter struggling to pay rent, working a normal job, barely surviving, while still risking his life every single night. That's the Spider-Man story people connect with. But here's where it gets even more powerful. This version of Peter Parker, played by Tom Holland, is now completely alone. And that opens the door for one of the most emotional arcs ever. Because without MJ or Ned Leeds, Peter has no emotional support system. Every decision he makes now has weight. Every mistake hurts more. And if the film leans into that loneliness, it can create a darker, more mature Spider-Man story that feels completely different from anything we've seen before. Now let's talk about villains, because this is where the movie can truly become legendary. Instead of going big again, Marvel should focus on one or two deeply developed villains. Characters like Kingpin or Scorpion would be perfect, not just as threats, but as reflections of Peter's choices. A grounded, dangerous villain who operates in the shadows, controlling the city, could push Spider-Man to his absolute limits. And if the movie takes inspiration from crime-driven storytelling, it can feel more intense, more personal, and far more realistic. Another huge factor is consequences. One of the reasons The Dark Knight is so iconic is because every action has consequences. And Spider-Man needs that. If Spider-Man Brand New Day shows Peter failing, getting hurt, losing again, it will make his victories feel earned. No easy wins. No perfect endings. Just a hero trying his best in a world that keeps pushing him down. And then there's the visual storytelling. This movie has the chance to redefine how Spider-Man moves, fights, and exists in the city. More practical swinging. More grounded action. Less CGI-heavy chaos, and more immersive street-level sequences. Imagine long, continuous swinging shots through tight alleyways, intense close combat fights, and a New York that actually feels alive. That alone can elevate the entire film. But the most important thing is identity. At its core, Spider-Man has always been about one simple idea. With great power comes great responsibility. But now, Peter has already paid the price. He lost everything. So the question becomes, why does he keep going? If Spider-Man Brand New Day answers that question in a powerful way, if it shows us why Peter still chooses to be Spider-Man even when it costs him everything, that's when it becomes more than just a superhero movie. And finally, no distractions, no unnecessary cameos, no forced multiverse setup, just a focused, emotional, character-driven story. Because the moment this film tries to repeat Spider-Man No Way Home formula again, it loses what makes this opportunity special. If Marvel gets this right, Spider-Man Brand New Day won't just be another Spider-Man movie. It will redefine the character for a new generation. A broken hero, rebuilding himself from nothing. A story about loneliness, responsibility, and sacrifice. And a version of Spider-Man that finally feels complete. Because sometimes, the best Spider-Man stories aren't about saving the world. They're about surviving it. And this might be the one that does it perfectly.